Link in the description for the non-timer version of this video. If you want, you can pull up your copy of Danganronpa Episode 1, Danganronpa the Animation Episode 1, Welcome to Despair High School, and press play, and I press play when the timer reaches 0. Now, of course, I've already played the game, so I know what's going to happen for this entirety of the first season, I guess we'd call it. If you want to see a blind reaction, go watch my live stream of the game. Simple enough. I have not, of course, seen V3, I think it's called, yet. That will be, for anime's sake, my blind reaction to this series. This is just sort of a revisit. Which will help me, get some details straight, I'm sure, but generally speaking, I remember all the broad stroke things that are gonna happen, Unless they change things. That's cheating. If they change things significantly. Starting the timer. Do-do-do. I generally like this show, and if this will be my first visit to a subtitle of it, I was told the dub is pretty bad. Unfortunately. Which is weird, because the dub in the game was great. Though I would be watching the subtitled version anyway, I would have done the subtitles of the game if I'd known they were an option when I first started playing. I think this is pretty much the same opening that the game had. Only it looks a little better. He's moving more, I think. I guess it's respect. They recognized how unbelievably cool the opening to the first game was. And they just ran with it. I imagine the first 2 or 3 episodes will be done with the Sayaka trial. Yes, the murder of her. This looks weird. See, this is what throws me off. Whenever, it was a little bit of they're moving. It's so weird. They did a little bit of this in Clanad too, and another show that had an anime that was from a visual novel, though it's escaping me at the moment. They used the music, the idol music from the game, and it's horrible for the show. It's just not good anime music. Okay, Makoto. Can anime you win me over? Where game you pissed me off to no end. Okay. Yep. The ultimate lucky student, as you are, though you don't compete on that front with our favorite white-haired fellow. Who also irritates me from time to time, but at least he's cool also sometimes. Oh, his hands are red. How hard was he pulling on that? Welcome to school. A new semester has just begun since starting new lives at school will be a welcoming ceremony year. Something just feels off about the shot composition so far, where it's I feel like every scene would be fine if they just slightly move the angle of the shot a little. That's what they're doing, is they're trying to mimic the first person perspective that they did a little bit in the game. It just doesn't work as well here. The actual animation is fine. Wait, wait. Oh, for a second I thought he was already turned into the white-haired kind of demon mode. Wow, those are way too quick to possibly read. I'm glad I basically know all your names. Celeste something. Ludenberg. Oh, I think her name's Mikasa or something like that. The Junko imposter. Seeing her is going back to see her is just sort of weird. Yes, I like you. I will say we're like not that far in, and it's just going so quickly. If I was watching this for the first time, I don't think I'd understand that these are supposed to be like uh the best of the best fully. Like, and I'd also not know that her ability is supposed to be hidden because that was so quick that um honestly, if they were gonna do the title cards like this, they were better off just ditching them and trying to edit it a different way, more slowly and naturally. Yeah, that's what they should have done. Is had like more of an announcement section where Monokuma like lists them all off, kind of like Hunger Games style, where they get their own commercial promo. It'd be better looking for the anime, I think, and you'd get the information across in an interesting and fun way. Whereas here, they're just kind of trying to copy the game, and I don't think it's working so well. Basically, yeah. Do you have pockets in that nonsense, Sakura? Which is great for a fortune teller. To be fair, is that Monokuma? He sounds like a little kid here instead of just the weird, ominous, high pitched thing he had going on. Yeah, that was a bad prediction. That was in the 70%. Okay, it was sort of cool when they mimicked the. Okay, you're awesome. I wasn't sure yet. Because, again, they mimicked the game with the animation style, which was cool for the opening, but if they do that the whole way through, I think we're stuck with a boring show animation-wise. Not because it's familiar, just because a lot of the shot composition doesn't work as well. Never! I want to see the version of reality where everyone here is just like, yes! Awesome! Just to piss off Junko and Monokuma. That was pretty cool. See, I think that should have been more of a beat drop moment when he first said murder. Would have been a harder hit where he's just sort of rushing into it. I get that they have a lot of material to cover, but I don't think 13 episodes was enough to do it. And they're very enforceable. What is that sound? Oh, the missile things, the spikes, whatever he does. Oh, yeah, he blows up. Okay. The spikes are what's gonna get, Junko. Oh, that was a good time to bring in the music. Nicely done. I tell you what, they really figured out how to do the pacing of the anime segments by the time the team got to Ultra Despair Girls. Not their fort here, obviously. Subtitles unavailable. Making sure it was in the highest quality possible. See, this music, great opening to the game. I just don't think it has the right energy for the show's intro. Maybe if the animation was a bit more dramatic. I can see why people say there's a general problem with the anime. Not a big deal. It's not like it's excessively long. And I am going to get through it because it is a nice revisit factor. you two are starting your relationship. Oh, this will be nice. Some some scenes without Makoto a little bit, maybe. Oh, ditch the notebook. That's horrible for the purposes of the, other than using it as an idea. Do not use it like it's used in the game. That's just. That is one massive change they need to make just for the pacing of things. Because the notebook, absolutely necessary for gameplay and it works. I really do wish Mondo had lasted longer. Ooh. Nice. Her voice sounds weird. Yeah, her voice is just striking me as strange for some reason. I believe it was one of my commenters, Rebecca Blue, who clued me in that apparently the game makers hated Sayaka because her model was the base model for all the other female characters in the game that they worked from and changed. So they spent basically the entire development looking at her, and that is why she died so early. I guess that's a big part of it is they're using the same models for the rooms and the hallways and all that. And it's fine in the game because it's not as bad because you're in a first person perspective, but from the third person perspective, everything feels just so cramped. Like you're in the room with them and you're like standing shoulder to shoulder, which it makes maybe they're doing that on purpose for the closed in feeling of being trapped in this school, but I think they could have stood to like boost the environmental distance a little just so we could have some more clean looking shots. This kind of scene actually works a little better because they overcomplicated the explanation in the game by making you go through a bunch of dialogue trees with the right click and, to choose different options. I wonder how much is different in this sequence. I wonder how you're gonna be when you have your little transformation. You ain't kidding. Oh, you're another character I wish lasted longer. You're cool. Okay. That's how this show should have played out, like Kaiji. With a little bit of a tonal shift, you could get across the same kind of terror, while also condensing the story a little bit. I was thinking, from the perspective of a killing game, you have a lot of the same setup that Kaiji had. Perhaps you could work it the same way. That is the trick, is I think they're just trying to include everything, and it just feels so rushed. Whereas if they cut a bunch, they could get through the same amount of material and tell a more concise story. You're the coolest part about the animation. Also, Makoto. It's nice seeing him more often. Ooh, good episode 1 endpoint. Good for you. Dun 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 dun. In this world, it's kill or be killed. Do. Aww. You tried to pin a murder on him. What? Alright. There was some good aspects, but yeah, I'm glad I played the game first. Okay, this is nice. This is very nice. Sorry, not sorry. Alright. I guess next time I will jump into this episode. See you then.